Hey guys, it's Pro7 here, and today I'm going to bring you a video on the new champion about to come out, Kha'zix, or however you pronounce his name, I really don't know. I know I haven't been really doing new videos and stuff. That's because my audio, I already said it, on my computer went out, so I have no input device or output device, so I'm using my brother's laptop, so I might get started into doing like all my videos again. So yeah, we're just going to start the game. And you might notice my videos getting better quality because I'm using my brother's laptop, so I can do it like 1080p and stuff. And this is his skin also. It's mech something.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Kha'zix. As you can see here, okay, I'm gonna start doing his abilities. His passive. When Kha'zix is not visible to the enemy team, he gains unseen threat, causing his next ability on a champion to deal 15 plus 16 bonus magic damage and slow by 35% for 2 seconds. So as you see, I went into the bush and I gained this, so my next attack will slow and do that much damage.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
And I'm just doing his emotes. Let's see here, I can't really scroll in. I don't have a mouse. I'm using the laptop. So basically I just started with this Q because I normally get Q. Taste of their fear marks enemies who are isolated from nearby enemies or allies, my bad. So like it'll put like little in this skin, I don't know if it's the other skin too, but it puts like a little targeting missile thing on them to tell you that he's isolated. And it deals 70 physical damage, and if they're isolated it does 100. And this scales off of AD, and some of his scales off of AP, like his W scales off of AP, and his passive scales off of AP. So I'd really go AD. He's meant for jungle, but I think he'd be really good top since he can isolate all his targets up top. He would do so much more damage. And his Q is like really small range. I'm just gonna walk up and do just how it works. As you can see, there's like target marks. It gets really annoying, like, because you think you're like shooting a missile at him or something, but no, it's just, you know. I started with 3 boots and bots, obviously. Okay.
First blood.
While you watch use W. Void spikes, which I'm gonna get next. Fires explosive spikes, dealing 75 physical damage to all nearby enemies. And if you're in the blast radius, you get healed by it. So you have to be literally like barrel stuff to get, and then you can heal for a little bit. And I'll talk about these evolved forms at the bottom in a second.
An enemy has been slain.
His E, leap, leaps to target area, dealing 65 physical damage. I think this is an AoE, I'm not sure though. And, let's see here. Shoot him and I'm gonna W. Oh, I W, you see that? In his skin, his W is like a missile, since it's like mech, because it's, his name.
A summoner has
Okay. As you can see, you can like isolate minions too, which is weird. Okay, I'm gonna do his ult, which is kind of like Rengar. People say this champion's really like Rengar. He has a leap, he can go invisible, which is his ult. Void Assault, 100 mana. His passive is ranking up Void Assault allows you to evolve with your abilities, which we'll get to that in a second. Active, stealth for 1 second. Activates unseen threat and increases Kha'zix movement speed by 40%. So I can ult to get away, or I can ult to hide for a second and slow the enemy. You can see I just leap there and I use all my abilities. And you can also evolve. Okay, we're gonna do evolve now. After I get these kills, because I think I'm gonna get them. See, that was my W. You can see the missile animation, it's pretty cool. See, his abilities don't really cost that much mana, like 25 mana out of 400 you get start with.
An enemy has been slain.
So it's really like good. Oops. That'd be weird if you played like that. Alright, let's talk about evolving. So once I rank my ult at level 6, there's gonna be another set of boxes that shows these abilities right here. And you can choose the evolve one. Let's talk about evolve forms. If you involve your Q, increases damage to isolated enemies by 12% of their missing health. Max 200 versus monsters. Increases the range of your Q by 50. Which isn't really that much. It just makes the circle like this much bigger. So, well, not that much, but you know, like that. Can't even use my mouse right. And I don't believe when you level this up, it might have an animation, but I don't. It like puts a bar up, and you like charge up, and you like change form. Your claws might change differently. I don't know. You'll see what I mean in a second. Once I hit level 6, you'll see. Once I level up my Q first, just to hell with it. Okay, my W, if you evolve this, it fires 3 strikes to your own. It slows them, basically. It consumes the unseen threat. But you have to have unseen threat. So if I go in the bush and use my W, it'll slow them. As in, my passive only does basic attack. So if I basic attack, just auto attack, it slows them. But if I use my W now, if it's evolved, it shoots 3, so I can slow like their whole team. And it's basically, you're gonna see in a second, it's just gonna be like, here, it's just gonna be like this, but it's gonna be like 3 prongs sticking out from that. And Leap's really cool. I'm gonna evolve. Oh, I don't actually get to evolve it in this game. But it increases your leap range by a lot and kills an assist with a fresh leap, so it's kind of like, you know, Katarina reset. This has an animation when you evolve it. You like grow wings out of your back and you like fly around and stuff. It's really cool. And I think that you could, for jungler, I think this is good. You could evolve your ult. And you can cast it 3 times. You can cast it 3 times. And it takes 4% of your damage once. Because they can hit you so by like AoE effects. 4 skill shots. Got a nice double kill there. Okay, you can see I'm gonna put 1 point on my ult here. In a second here, yeah, see? And now I can choose to evolve one of these forms. Every time I put another point on my ult, I can evolve 1 more form. So you can only put 3 points on your ult, so you can only evolve 3 forms. So it just depends how you go. Oh yeah. So I evolved my claws, and you can see it changed the little picture here. And you see my claws? They're like, they got longer, and they're like, there's like a red glow to them now, and there's like a orange exterior like outline of them. Yeah, and I think when I Q and it does different animation too. That was my W. It's a nice cool animation. The skin's like, if you get this champion, like, you need a skin. This skin's awesome. Just like how W shoots missiles and stuff. It's awesome. Okay, let's talk about his Q at level 4. It does 160. Obviously, it scales off of 80 also. And if the target is isolated, it does 235, which is a significant increase. Great. As you can see, this is a lot dirty. W and Q. As you can see, someone told me to build him AP, but I didn't do it. Talk about a shot. And 2 assist, 22 creeper score, which is horrible for 9 minutes, but whatever. When do you get your next evolve form? I think it's like 11 or 12 or 10 or something. I don't even know. I don't pay attention to this. Plus W. Yeah, your E is an AoE, apparently. You just did damage to everybody. I would consider him a bruiser. Because he just nukes enemies, like, his Q has a 3-second cooldown. Like, you keep, and it does how much damage? 160, 160, 160, 160. Just imagine that, like, you're solo top, and you're isolated 235 every second. You just, like, annihilate him. Especially if you're a good jungler, too. There's nice counter jungle games. Jump queued. I knew he was isolated, so I thought he could, Oh, I actually used my ult there. I don't know if you want to, like, go back in the video and look. I used my ult to try to go invis from the turret, but I'm a retard. First time playing him, I wanted to see if there's, like, a glitch or something, you know, you could go invis from the turrets. But I used that, so. As you can see, I knew Misfortune was isolated, so I decided to, go ahead and go on her. Let's see my builds. So I started off with boots and 3 health pots, then I got a Doran's blade, then I got another Doran's blade, I got a brutalizer because of the early attack damage, armor penetration and cooldown reduction, and I also got Ninja Top just so I really got Ninja Top just so they could stop doing so much damage to me and I could just like win the bot game. But you know, it's up to you. You could get Berserkers, Greaves, whatever you want. Or you can get the... you know... I recommend Z's for the cooldown reduction. You can get cooldown reduction, it'll work out. Or you can get Mercury Treads. Actually, you can really get anything. I mean... Except you really don't want, like, sorcerers. But since you're jungle, you can use mobility, you can use swiftness, you can use a lot of things. Swiftness is good. Get those movements. You see my Q just annihilated. Yeah, I'm playing with my friend Warning, and this is just like testing out new champions. I don't know, like, there's this new thing in the PvE, like, we got some award thing, I think everybody gets it. It unlocks every champion for you, and you get, like, IP boost or something. 20% IP increase or something like that. It doesn't say how long it's gonna last for, it's just, like, up in the top right corner, from, like, your stores and stuff, your store, profile, whatever, help options. Those 4 buttons up here, right next to that, where your IP boost would be displayed. There's like a golden award. Yep, basically you have every champion unlocked in the PvE. I don't know if that's new or something. Are they gonna like add that? I don't even know. Like you can buy every champion for like a couple hours or whatever, which would be kind of dumb. Just don't listen to me. That'd be dumb. Buy every champion for a couple of hours. What? You can only play like maybe 2 champions. Yep, it's just Blaze and Volt's Q. Okay, I'm level 10. 9 kills, 2 assists, 2 deaths, 5 assists, 35. In this video, I don't know how long it lasts. Probably like 20-something minutes. Okay, so let's explain what I got here and why. I got the Yumu's Ghost Blade just because it's an upgrade of the thing, the brutalizer. Basically, this just gives me crit chance, which is good. Attack damage gives me that cooldown reduction, which I really need. The armor penetration, which is always nice. The movement speed, which is nice, and attack speed for 4 seconds. That's my active. Melee basic attacks increase the duration. Yeah, so if I melee attack, which this increases my melee, I can just like nuke enemies if I pop that. And then I got a long sword. I don't know quite what I'm working for yet. A long sword. Oh yeah, I'm going for Maw Mouth Morpheus because it does give you attack damage for your maximum health, and it gives you a shield for that, and magic resistance and attack damage. So I thought that was really nice. Because, you know, being top players, you want to have a decent amount of health. Unless you're like tremendously fed. Going balls deep here. And look at my health, 43. The minions are chasing me, 16. Oh, the escape. That's what I'm really bad at this game. I'm using my abilities when I'm like into it, because I always forget.
Killing spree.
27
Double
to 2.
kill.
Decent. I use it now just to catch up to them. Because your ult does let you go 40% faster. Okay, I got another ult. I have all my spike racks. As you can see, there's like red spikes. Those spikes. So yeah, everything has an attack animation, or an animation, new animation, I think. And as you can see, go to my W here, click on it, 1 second. Gives you like 3-pronged strikes if I didn't use the W. 3 Ws, and as you see, it just uses it. It's kind of annoying. I have to turn that off, the low isolation. Try to escape and then decide to go back since I'm scoring. Yep, I know. I forgot to use the
Enemy double kill.
Like, whatever, you know, I don't care. I don't even care. I don't even care. What am I gonna get? Stop trolling for a second here. I'm not gonna get anything. I could sell my Doran's blades, but I didn't want to. You know, because I don't have lifesteal right now, so. Which what might be good is the Bloodthirster. Getting a bunch of stacks on him would be intense. When I say intense, I mean intense. The teleport animation, didn't really go over that. Looks like he's kind of teabagging something.
Dominating.
Standing up on his 2 legs, and putting his claws up. He thought I was teleporting in to steal his kill, but really I was just teleporting in to get the hell over here. He basically has damage, and my crits do like 246 right now. Oh, I sold the longsword. I'm not going for the Yumu's Ghostblade. I'm going for the Bloodthirster now. Because I thought lifesteal would be better, because I'm not going to even get the Yumu. I'm basically just using the W on one champion. Yeah. I just auto-attacked. Stole it. There we go. My W actually hit every minion. Clarity for the win. So yeah, you don't really need clarity with him. This is a bot game, so I always put teleport and clarity on, just so I can like survive whatever and just do anything, calling and teleporting. And then by the time I run out of mana, I go. By the time I run out of mana again, I just teleport. I can recall until I get back. And by the time I run out of mana again, I can clarity again. I just do this with the bot game. Like W hits her, so she couldn't have the world. I don't. They run. I'm lucky to be alive, like the balls leave. I get a WQ and I live. Or is it too early to talk? Too early to talk. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the abilities right after we kill her. So now it's gonna happen. There we go. Got the Q. Win. Okay, so we'll talk about abilities first. Okay, it's level 5. This is max. Does 190. Obviously, it scales up your AD, which I have 140 AD, so it does. I don't know how it's scaling. Plus 8. And it's also plus, you know, the scales higher off your AD. W is only level 3. 155 plus 45 for physical damage, and it heals me for 100, which isn't really a lot, but you know how it is. I don't know. The space bar to follow my dude. One second.